Logic Designer review, we're going to use these inputs into the circuit. We're going to use a control push button, and when we push it, the LED number 1 will illuminate to let us know that it's active. I will take 2 contact inputs, one assigned to LED number 2, the second one assigned to LED number 3. These two will be coming into an AND gate, and then the output of these two will be going into an OR gate, which will be feeding to our output, the virtual output, and we'll assign another LED to this virtual output, which in turn will also be driving a contact output. The other thing that we've added in here was a circuit to do current monitoring. To begin, we're going to need a settings file. You can either save one from the relay that you're using, or you can generate a new one. Once we have that in the offline window, we're going to go into Engineer, and we'll open up Logic Designer. And the first thing we're going to grab is our control push button. Double click on it, click on the pull down. We'll see our list of devices here. We'll go into control push button number 1. We'll select the view associated screen and just confirm whether the function's enabled or disabled. Let's go ahead and enable this. Next thing we'll do is we'll take 2 contact inputs. So I have 6 to work with. And put another one in here. I'll do a Control C and then a Control V as in Victor to paste it. We're going to go ahead and name this Breaker A. And we'll go ahead and name the second one Breaker B. And we're going to AND the 2 breaker inputs together. So let's introduce an AND gate and an OR gate. We're going to need a virtual output. And we're also going to need a contact output. And also some LEDs. So we're going to need one for each circuit. And let's go ahead and start connecting things. So once again, to bring an item onto the screen, select it, let go of the mouse, and then once your cursor is on the canvas, click on the mouse button again and it'll deposit it onto the canvas. Now, let's clean this up a little bit. Let's do some alignment so we can align these two items. So we have those aligned. We can push this out a little bit so it's aligned more with the switches. We can align the LEDs. So whatever is the last item you select will be the reference point for the alignment. So if I want to align the LED number 1 and number 4, if I want to align it to this height, then I will select this first, and number 1 second, and then I'll use the horizontal tool. You can see this now matches the same height as number 1. If I want to adjust the height of the virtual output, then I can also do the same thing. And the same thing here. Now if you need to fine tune it a little bit, you can select it and press your up arrow to align it even better. So there's our circuit. Let's name the virtual output to ready. And let's name this as ready as well. The only one thing we'll add in here as well is the current monitoring. So select the current eye on over to the ceiling, and we'll just grab it in the center and we'll pull it down. We can adjust it. And there we've got our circuit complete with the naming conventions and the LEDs and the contact inputs, push buttons, everything enabled, ready to go. The final step is to compile. This is the setting. This is what saves the configuration into the settings file. The last part is to load the settings into the relay. So we can either drag and drop, or we can right click and select Write Settings to Device. And this completes loading the new flex logic into the relay. If you're creating new logic, and as you bring in your two symbols and you want to connect them, and you accidentally click when you haven't reached the connection point, you'll find that every time you click the mouse button, it will create an extension of that line. Selecting the escape on your keyboard will not clear it. The only way to clear this error is to right click on your mouse and it will delete the line.